Hello everyone and welcome to the first race of the Dr. Pepper Dash Series season, the Fields 100. It's been a long, grueling weekend for these drivers, starting with the heats that they had to fight through for 10 laps, some of them going to the last chance qualifier, and now they will be driving the 40-lap main event, the Fields 100. Casey Nanico shocked everyone by beating Carter Friesen around the track in heat number 1. Friesen, the pole sitter for qualifying, Nanico wins heat 1. He is in. Scott Roush dumps Alex Peters to win heat number 2. Julio Cesar walked to a pretty simple heat number 3 victory, and Dale Cole Jr. dominated in heat number 4. Max Anderson had to make a move on Desmond Dox for heat 5, and he got that victory. Behind them, you have Carter Friesen in the 91, who had the fastest car all weekend, finished second in his heat. Mikey Yamakaze, who spun Austin Johnson in the closing laps. And Larry Hagan, one of the fastest drivers in the grid. Jacob Edson on his return to the NSDCA. He will drive the Dr. Pepper Dash Series just this one race. And Desmond Dox for Fitzwater Australia Racing, trying to give life into that team. Other notables since Peter Onjak in 13th, who failed to qualify for this race last season. He is in the field, as well as AJ Jones in that number 4. Behind him is Vince Freeze. That number 12 was a big talk in the garage after his qualifying run. Heat racing, not so much. Daniel Cobbs, the dirt track veteran, with AJ Jones there. Those two are going to be racing some dirt races along with their DPDS and CRTS starts that they have. Wyatt Quayle back there in that 02 after dumping the 02 driver Eric Monaco in the All-Star Open last season. He somehow gets a contract with Smart Motorsports. He'll line up here. William Duncan in a backup car after qualifying was able to make his way in. The bottom 5 here: Austin Johnson, Adam Mitchell, Alex Peters, Joe Redkowski, Connor Wilson. They'll be trying to run the full gambit this weekend. 10 laps in their heat, 15 in the LCQ, and 40 here. Let's go ahead, though, and get down trackside for the commands. We're getting ready to race the Fields 100.
Drivers, start your engines.
Last one.
Sweet! For chopping that wood, you deserve the sweet reward of the Diet Dr. Pepper.
That is sweet.
Well, sweet's got a split. Diet Dr. Pepper. It's the sweet one.
With that, the engines are fired. Casey Nanico will lead us down with Scott Roush, Julio Cesar, Dale Cole Jr., Max Anderson. Those 5 are your heat winners. You also got Carter Friesen, Mikey Yamakaze, Larry Hagan, Jacob Edson, and Desmond Dox. That is the top 10. We are ready for 40 laps, 30 drivers, the most prestigious event in the DPDS season. It is a brand new car for the 3rd season of the DPDS as well. We have combined from 2 divisions to just 1 for 9 races in the championship. Nanico versus Roush will be the drivers heading into turn number 1, but it's sure to be a chaotic race. We've had a bunch of crashes on the opening laps, and now we come down the front straightaway. Nanico versus Roush. Green flag is in the air. The DPDS season kicks off right here at Homestead. Julio Cesar's going to jump 3 wide already in that 19. He has Max Anderson beneath him. Peter Onjak making a move on Sam Picard for the back. Now Cesar pushes up into Nanico. Scott Roush, Dale Cole Jr. They are going to be about 4 wide coming off of the corner. Roush up the track. Julio Cesar, they're trying to hang on up front. 3 and 4 wide as they head down the back straightaway. And everyone clean out of turn 1. How long will this last? Scott Roush shoved way wide, out 4 wide. Now Dale Cole Jr. looking to the inside on Casey Nanico. Carter Friesen in the 91 shoots his Allegiant Airlines 91 up to the bottom. Now they kind of stack up. Roush lets him go. 3 by 3 up front, but right now we are clean and green for lap number 1. A zoomed out perspective just to check if everyone is making it out okay. Now you got Yamakaze has Onjak all over the back of him. Julio Cesar fights Max Anderson and Casey Nanico up front. Scott Roush shuffling very far back on the outside. Now you got AJ Jones trying to hang on. Here comes Peter Onjak in that 44 making a move under Jacob Edson. That is 2 Crown Royal Truck Series veterans as well as AJ Jones further back there. Yamakaze in the 50. He drove in the series last season. Got a win at the final race of the season. Now Peter Onjak, he's up into the top 5, but he shoots up very wide. Now Jacob Edson, Mikey Yamakaze trying to make a move there. Up in front, it's Max Anderson for Zachary Racing. He's pulling away, but they are 3 wide now for this position. That is the 50, the 4 and 4, 4, 59, 4, 60, and 89. They're all in a pile. But as they go up front, we'll take a look back. Max Anderson pulling away in that number 87 CLR for Zachary Racing. Casey Nanico for Columbus Autosport moves into second. Carter Friesen in the 91. He was the fastest in qualifying, lost his heat to that 85. Now he's fighting back in third. Julio Cesar fourth, and look at Jacob Edson, the Florida native. He's up in fifth in his first season, not running full-time in any division. Now you got Yamakaze trying to make a move. There's Desmond Docks, AJ Jones, Peter Onjak, Larry Hagan, a lot of drivers from the Mountain Dew Custom Series Crown Royal Truck Series. They are up in this top 10, taking some spots away from drivers looking for points like Dale Cole Jr., Daniel Kobza. Scott Roush started this race on the outside of row 1. He's already outside of the top 15. Now you got Wyatt Quayle all over the back of Kobza. This might be contact. Kobza's getting sideways. They're all on each other's back bumpers. Look at that with Adam Mitchell, one of the LCQ drivers who raced his way in. There's Joe Redkowski in the 66. Further back, you got the 69, the 51. They had to race their way in, as well as the 39. But they are going 2, 3, and maybe even 4 wide all throughout this track. Max Anderson pulling away into the race lead. Now you got Yamakaze up in 4th, but Desmond Docks making a move. But further back, just a mass of cars, 2 and 3 wide. Everyone fighting hard down the front straightaway here at Homestead. This is the battle back around the 20th position as Daniel Kobza now fighting. Now they're going to be 4 wide. Redkowski shoved up the track. If he crashes another one, this would be the 3rd car crashed in this weekend. Now Adam Mitchell in the middle. Alex Peters, they're going to go around. Peters goes around in front of the field. Redkowski's in it. Kobza's behind it. He's going to be stuck all the way to the back of the pack. And now we will race back to the caution. Carter Friesen try to hang on over Casey Nanico. That's for second. Max Anderson will lead us around. This is the first race we'll have a restart in the DPDS this season because there were no cautions in the heats or the LCQ. So we will go under caution. Max Anderson, a great opening 5 laps. He jumped out to a great lead, but now that's going to be taken away as Carter Friesen moves into second. Mikey Yamakaze's up here. Larry Hagan as well. Scott Roush was fighting his way back up. Adam Mitchell had a piece of that. Austin Murray had a piece of that. Looks like a stack up at the back. That's Connor Wilson destroyed. Serena Sankoon, her front end's destroyed. Kobza gets brake checked by the 01. And now Alex Peters runs into the back of Kobza. No reason why he needed to do that. But Alex Peters smashes in that front end of the 69. Looks like his day might be done, as well as Sankoon, might even Kobza as well. There's the 01 of Jordan Forbes with damage. So a bit of a stack up as they were all trying to get back into line here. The first time some of these guys have done a restart or done pace laps in the NSDCA, so I guess that could be to be expected. But Alex Peters really, there's going to be something going on there. Him and Kobza might be having some words at the end of this race. Kobza will not bring the car down pit road. Looks like he's not going to try to repair that car. The first incident here was Alex Peters. They go 4 wide above him. Kobza's all the way out there with Redkowski, Mitchell. They collide in the middle. Austin Johnson gets a piece of it. Redkowski gets a couple bit of damage, and the 93 as well. But it was Alex Peters, the one mainly going around after they pinched coming off of turn 2. However, there was another incident further on. As Alex Peters spun and they raced back to the line, Wyatt Quayle pinches Ryan Miniker up into Vince Freeze. They all make contact. Sam Picard's going to get a piece of that as well, as Adam Mitchell just gets by, but Vince Freeze gets spun, and that is what brought about a big stack up top with Sankoon's damage. The 12 goes around. Multiple crashes here on the opening laps of the Fields 100. We'll bring you guys back to the action after this. Back live at the Fields 100. It is Max Anderson out in front, Carter Friesen second, Nanico third, Yamakaze fourth, and Julio Cesar in fifth. Sixth is Jacob Edson, seventh, Larry Hagan, eighth, Desmond Docks, ninth, AJ Jones, 10th, Dale Cole Jr. Roush, Onjak, Miniker, Murray, York, Quayle, Picard, Freeze, Mitchell, Austin Johnson, your top 20, and the rest as they go. 29 cars still in this race. Alex Peters has taken the car behind the wall, so the Fields 100 will not finish with the Fields car on track. Max Anderson looking to take home his first career win in his first career start. He won his heat already, so he is undefeated so far in his NSDCA career. Carter Friesen is going to be right on the back bumper of him, and that will be the driver to watch Fastest setup, fastest driver on the grid. Carter is up in second. Be sure to see him with a possible dive bomb into turn 1. But Jacob Edson, remember, the 10 team. Edson has been in the series for 4 seasons, announced his retirement from full-time racing last year, and will be driving in the Valvoline 200 as well as the Fields 100 that he is in now. What a move it would be. He's up to 6th after being a bit further back. He could make a move. Get up there on this restart and get going. We still have 30 laps to go. Max Anderson and Carter Friesen lead us down. Green flag is back in the air. Anderson with a great jump, and we're racing once again in the Fields 100. For the back, Yamakaze looks to make a move, but all the way at the back, that's Dale Cole Jr. in that 89. This is the first time he's been in real traffic all weekend long. Now you got Yamakaze all over the back of Casey Nanico. Coming off of the corner, Max Anderson trying to hang on. You got Friesen, Nanico, and Yamakaze nose to tail in pretty much a draft train. Look at that 85 right on the back of the 91 as they head into turn number 3. Some contact between them. Might be a stack up, might be some spinning back there. But now you got Larry Hagan to the inside of Edson. Peter Onjak looking for a move on A.J. Jones. Now you got Austin Murray on Ryan Miniker. Further back, we're just checking, making sure everyone's able to race cleanly. Sankoon up the track, but we are clean. Lap number 9, lap number 10 here. Some contact at the back. I believe that was Jordan Forbes and Daniel Cobbs. Those two kind of starting to fight now. But you got Friesen. He has Nanico all over the back of him. Columbus Autosport reached out to Carter Friesen, and Carter will be driving this number 85 car with the same paint scheme in the Valvoline 200. So Carter happy to be driving pretty much the weekend sweep here during Speed Weeks. Now you got Max Anderson. He's out in front in this 87 trying to pull away and continue that race lead. Top 5 single file. Now Larry Hagan up the track. Here comes Dale Cole Jr. right onto the side of that 59. A.J. Jones, Peter Onjak, Austin Murray trying to fight their way into the top 10 as they run right now. But Onjak in that Reese's 444 just happy to be in this race. He was not last season. Now up front, Nanico making a move on Carter Friesen once again. You got Mikey Yamakaze in the 50. He is right on the back of them as they are not letting Anderson pull too far ahead. Now you got Julio Cesar. He had one of the most dominant performances in any of the heats, leading for the majority of it and having a very big lead. So right now he's in 5th. He has a fast car as well. Nanico, though, in that 85, moves himself into 2nd, now chasing down Max Anderson. They go up the track. Mikey Yamakaze going to go wide. Here comes Julio Cesar to the bottom. You see Jacob Edson in that GoDaddy 10. He's sitting a bit further back there. Larry Hagan is up here. Onjak and A.J. Jones now fighting for it. There you see the TRG 30. There's Scott Roush. Adam Mitchell, though, in the 61. He is up right now in the 18th position. 17th position as he passed Austin Johnson. Him and Austin Johnson are now putting the charge towards the front. 2 drivers who should have been in through their heat races with the speed that they had. Johnson was spun at the end of his, but he went on to win the LCQ. Adam Mitchell had one of the fastest cars all weekend, got shuffled out early and was not able to gain back up. Those two, and you see a little bit further back, the right red 39, that is Connor Wilson. These guys started at the tail end of the field. They are now into the top half. Austin Murray all over teammate A.J. Jones's back bumper. A.J. has signed Austin to a contract with MSA, so those two getting real close. Is a bit fishy back there. Max Anderson blows up from the race lead. The 87, the race leader, is done, and Casey Nanico takes the lead. Now Max is trying to get to the bottom. He has just a freight train of cars coming to his inside. They're going to go to his outside now. I think he'll be able to get down. Picard gets held up by it, but Max Anderson, the engine expires from the race lead, and his day done. A chance at a win goes up in smoke, and now Drew Jua all the way on the apron. That's going to be dangerous heading into this corner. But that's a pack of cars back there. That puts the lead to Casey Nanico in the 85 and Carter Friesen. This was the duel in heat number 1. They're racing together. And Jacob Edson in that number 10. He's up into the 3rd position. He has a chance at winning this race. Julio Cesar in that 19 now shuffled out as Desmond Docks, Dale Cole Jr., Larry Hagan. Now Peter Onjak might be able to all get under them. Now Cole looking to make a 2-for-1 deal against Julio and Docks, and he's going to make that happen. Cesar dropping back. Onjak moving up. Now you got the field kind of more spread out, but in the back they got stacked up by that 87. Max Anderson pulls it down pit road. His day is done. Now Casey Nanico trying to hang on with Carter Friesen in 2nd. Friesen might be able to chase him back down. We still have 25 to go this time by to see who will win the Fields 100. Larry Hagan has Dale Cole Jr. all over him, and Cole's going to look to the outside instead, trying to take trying to take a dive, and he does. He actually clears him, but I don't think that outside line's going to keep him in there. We'll go to a quick helicopter cam. I don't think he'll be able to hang on the outside. If he does, that is a great run, and he has some momentum off of the corner. It's going to be a drag race down the back for 5th. Now they're trying to catch Mikey Yamakaze in the 50. Further back, Onjak and Doc's fighting hard. Now Adam Mitchell, Austin Johnson, they have moved from the 26th and 27th starting spots. They are almost inside the top 10, if not already. I believe that 61 is actually inside of it. Roush and Minnick are going to make some contact, but what a run by Mitchell and Johnson today. You can see that they are some fast drivers. Austin is all over the back of Mitchell. I guess this is kind of payback for beating him in the LCQ. He'll help Adam get up to the front because Adam is running for a points championship. Austin is just running the one-off. But now the battle for the lead might be heating up as Carter Friesen now chases down Casey Nanico. Carter was unable to beat Nanico in heat number 1. Now this is the rematch that he was hoping for. Further back, you got Jacob Edson, Mikey Yamakaze looking for that spot. Dale Cole Jr. is up into 5th. That outside line must have worked. A great run by that 89 team. Larry Hagan sits 6th. Desmond Dock 7th. 8th, Peter Onjak. Now 9th, Adam Mitchell from 27th on the grid. He has gained 18 spots in 18 laps, and he and Austin Johnson now both crack the top 10. These two, if there is a late race restart, oh boy, these guys might have to be worried. AJ Jones in the 4. Further back, there you see Ryan Minnicker, Julio Caesar. They're all coming on around still. At the back, a lot of damaged cars as Kyle Corbett goes 3 wide with a couple. Serena Sankoon at the very back, very, very damaged. Now Dale Cole Jr. looks to the inside. That is for the 4th position on Mikey Yamakaze. Shepard Racing versus Yamakaze's 50. Now they're getting real close there. He pushes him up the track. 18 of 40 complete, coming on to 19 of 40 this time by, getting close to the halfway point, and we're seeing some great racing. Cole Jr. is going to clear the 50. Now you got the 16 of Hagan looking for a move behind. That is for the top 5 run. And Larry, it looks like, is going to be able to get Yamakaze coming off of the corner, but he's not going to get it easily. He's fighting back on the outside. Larry must have been passed by the 89 earlier on the outside. Might be held off by the 50 as well, but he has a run on that bottom line. There you see now Adam Mitchell, Austin Johnson. Maybe they are saying they're in the top 10. Let's race now. But they were working so well together to get up to the front. Starting 26th, 27th on the grid. So that's a great run for them. Hagan now pushes up into Yamakaze. Casey Nanico's pulling away. Friesen 2nd, Edson 3rd, the 89 in 4th, and the 16 in 5th. We are now 20 of 40 complete. We will go ahead and take you guys to a quick commercial break here in the Fields 100 and bring you guys back to the action for non-stop coverage until the end of the Fields 100 in just another 20 laps. Back live at the Fields 100 here at the Homestead Speedway. We are back, lap 24 coming up right now. We still got 16 laps to go. Casey Nanico's in the lead, but now Jacob Edson in that 10. He's caught Carter Friesen and is making a move. Edson, as the crowd stands on their feet, the Florida native in the NSDCA, he's up into the 2nd position. Just one more to go, and he might be able to win this race. Further back, though, we were seeing a battle. Austin Johnson, Adam Mitchell have joined up and are moving through the field still. You got Adam Mitchell on teammate Larry Hagan. Of course, team boss Larry Hagan. Now you got Minnicker, Austin Murray, Scott Roush up here. Onjak and AJ Jones drop back. Julio Caesar's continuing to drop back steadily. A lot of damaged cars there. Joe Rutkowski had to come down pit road. The team tried to repair something on that car. Now he's back out. You see he was almost into Kobza there. Serena Sankoon still the slowest car on track at the moment. Now you got Friesen and Edson. These two have fought for seasons in the NSDCA full-time. Now Edson, of course, retiring from full-time racing. These two have battled each other hard a lot before. Edson coming out on top with 3 wins. Carter Friesen just the 1. Dale Cole Jr. clearing to 4th. Yamakaze 5th. But now Austin Johnson in that 51. He's up to 6th. Adam Mitchell is kind of stalling out, stuck behind Doc's and team owner Larry Hagan, but he is pushing hard. He's up in 9th. A great run for the 61 team, and this could be the thing he needs to possibly go and contend for a championship this season for Hagan Enterprises. Speaking of Hagen Enterprises, Larry Hagen, not just because that 61 and 16 have pretty much the same paint scheme. Now Miniker on the back of Adam Mitchell, and he spins him. Big crash. Austin Murray's into the wall. A.J. Jones, Scott Roush is in it, and Adam Mitchell's great performance is going to end here today. Quayle's in it. Cobbs is in it, and now Joe Rutkowski's damaged as well. Austin Murray's in it. Big crash, and Adam Mitchell's day of dominance and moving through the field is going to be over, but Austin Johnson is up to 6th on this restart. Ryan Miniker dumps Adam Mitchell. Nanako's going to be racing back around, and this will bring a restart within 10 laps to go. 10 laps was the length of the heats, and you saw how chaotic those were just to make the show. Now Nanako's going to have to defend against Edson and Friesen on this restart. Cobbs' day done, his second horrible collision. Ryan Miniker flipped upside down. Very damaged there. Wyatt Quayle in the O2's damaged. Austin Murray got a piece of it. Joe Rutkowski, the third car for Pontiac Power Sport, now with damage. Sankoon's fine. Adam Mitchell livid on the radio with Ryan Miniker, as now the back of that car is destroyed. And Connor Wilson, I believe, got a piece of it as well. Scott Roush, he started second in this race, fell back early. He has a ton of front-end damage in that 60. And A.J. Jones as well has some rear-end damage, but he was able to keep some speed with all that rear-end damage. Nanako leads over Edson, Friesen, Cole Jr., and Yamakaze here at Homestead. We're going to be racing, we're going to be back racing within 10 laps to go. Let's go ahead and take a quick look and see what happened to bring out the second caution of the day in the Fields 100. There's a lot to unpack here. Adam Mitchell and Ryan Miniker, they're going to get together. Miniker just shoves the 61 around. A.J. Jones nowhere to go. Austin Murray actually hits pretty hard into the wall, but as they turn back around, you're going to see behind, the O2 runs into the 30, then Cosma comes flying in and hits the 30, and then Miniker gets hit by Rutkowski, flipped upside down. On board here with Peter Onjak, he was right behind this incident. You see Miniker and Mitchell, they're just going to get together. A.J. Jones really has nowhere to go. He piles right in, and Austin Murray's going to hit pretty hard, almost head on into that outside wall. Big hit for the 3. Scott Roush runs right into the back of a couple other drivers. Now, the final shot here is the one we saw in the broadcast. Adam Mitchell just nowhere to go with Miniker all up on him. Austin Murray had nowhere to go. A lot of these guys come piling in, and it is a big one here, the second caution of the day. This will set us up, though, for a 10-lap dash to the final laps here in the Fields 100. Back live at the Fields 100. We are ready for a 10-lap dash. 6 drivers now out of this one. Austin Murray, Wyatt Quayle, Daniel Kobza, Ryan Miniker, and Max Anderson, Alex Peters. The bottom 2 were out before this. Casey Nanako leads over Jacob Edson, the crowd favorite right now here in Florida. Carter Friesen in 3rd, Dale Cole Jr. 4th, and Mikey Yamakaze 5th. Austin Johnson from 26th to 6th, looking to win the LCQ and win this race, with Desmond Dock 7th. Larry Hagen in 8th, now very upset at Ryan Miniker. 9th, A.J. Jones. 10th, Julio Caesar. Onjak, Duncan, Picard, Bolton, and Freeze, your top 15. This will be a 10-lap dash. Rutkowski 1 lap down. 23 drivers on the lead lap, still able to win this one. Rutkowski, it'd need to be a miracle. But coming down the front straightaway, 10 to go in the Fields 100. Nanako with a fantastic restart. He pulls away, couple car lengths over Edson. Friesen's going to have to jump to the inside. You got Austin Johnson and Desmond Docks at the back. A.J. Jones as well. Johnson looking for a top 5 run. Friesen versus Edson for the second spot as they chase down Nanako. Now Austin Johnson looking for the 4th position. He might be the one to catch Casey Nanako, go on to win this race. Cole Jr. 5th. 6th, Yamakaze. 7th, Desmond Docks. Now you got Friesen and Edson battling for this race lead. A wider angle shot just to make sure everyone is going to get through these corners clean and green so we can have a great run to the finish. Nanako trying to hang on. Edson goes very wide on Friesen. Friesen goes very slow. Edson might be able to hold that. There's Rutkowski, Forbes, Sankoon, Roush with heavy damage. A couple other cars sitting at the back all day. Can they make moves here at the end? Austin Johnson's making it 3 wide for the second position on Friesen and Edson. 3 drivers who are not running for TPDS points. They are going for it. And now Austin Johnson in the 51. He won the last chance qualifier. He almost won his heat. He is up into second from starting 26 today. Edson jumps to the inside of Friesen. Now you got Yamakaze, A.J. Jones. They mug Dale Cole Jr., but Casey Nanako trying to hang on with 3 heavy hitters right behind. Yamakaze's into 5th. The only driver inside the top 5 who is running for points right now is Nanako. AJ Jones, Larry Hagan, Peter Onjak also in the top 10 with William Duncan looking at the back. Now Austin Johnson, he has the run. He has the car to beat today. Down to the inside he goes. This is for the lead. The first pass for the race lead since Max Anderson blowing up. And now Austin Johnson to the inside of Nanako, not Yamakaze. All these weird last names. But Austin Johnson will clear the 85. That is the race lead right there, and that could be for the win. We have 7 laps to go at Homestead. Nanako falls back to 2nd. He's going to get in line, but Austin Johnson is gone already. This 51 team has been so strong this weekend. They got spun out at the beginning of their heat, or at the end of their heat, on the last lap by Mikey Dean Yamakaze. Yamakaze sits 6th right now. Friesen now going to look to the inside of Nanako. The good drivers, these top series veterans, now starting to attack Nanako in the closing laps. He thought he could have had a win. Right now it's going away. Look at William Duncan in the 33 moving his way into the top 10. A horrible crash in qualifying, head on into the outside wall after blowing a tire. He's now fighting in the top 10 with Onjak, Hagan, and the rest. But Edson now looking back to the inside of Friesen. Johnson has pulled away. He's out to about 3/4 of a second ahead of Nanako, but Nanako has a car underneath him. So does Carter Friesen. We know that from the speeds. Edson wasn't that fast in qualifying, but was still inside the top 10. Austin Johnson, though, pulling away in the Veterans Oil number 51. He's won so many times with the Veterans Oil colors. This time it's inverted. The white number 57 is driven by Blaze Zebrator this season. Blaze did not make the show. Austin Johnson looking to make the show, put this car in victory lane. 5 laps to go next time by as he continues his lead away from Casey Nanako. It's been a great performance all day by Nanako, but he's sitting in 2nd now after Austin Johnson moved from 26th on the grid all the way up to 1st with help from Adam Mitchell. Now, Adam Mitchell was taken out of the race with him, and Austin is ready to take this car to victory lane. Nanako with a run off the corner. He gained a bunch of time that time by. He's trying to chase down that 51. Edson and Friesen battle for the 3rd position. Dale Cole Jr. looking for a top 5 against Yamakaze. Further back, Peter Onjak in the top 10, as well as William Duncan, Sam Picard, Julio Caesar, Vince Freeze, they're right there. Drew Jua as well. There is Adam Mitchell. The damage on that 61 not keeping him that far back. He's still up inside the top 20, I believe. Now Nanako looks back to the inside on Austin Johnson. This is going to be for 5 to go. This is going to be for the race lead once again. Johnson up the track, Nanako on the inside. Who's going to get the run off of the corner? Johnson cuts him down, and he's going to keep the race lead. What a defense on the outside line. Edson and Friesen might be able to gain some time there. They are nose to tail down the front straightaway. You see that 91 pushing the 10 down the front straightaway. That is bump drafting at its finest. But now Nanako, he has to try to regain that momentum, get back up to the 51. He has 4 more laps to do it. 3.5 right now. Austin Johnson in the race lead, trying to hang on and win the Fields 100. Nanako bringing the momentum in the 85. He is now down to just a few car lengths between them. Now Friesen looks back to the inside of Edson. Edson's going to be able to hang on, it looks like there, but Friesen is right on the back bumper of him. They're going to make some contact. Now Edson down to the apron, throwing the block on the 91, brings Yamakaze into the mix. Dale Cole Jr. in that 89 is back there as well. Desmond Docks in the 59. Now Friesen makes a move. They're going to be 3 wide for the 3rd position. Yamakaze, will he dive to the inside? Yes, he will. 3 wide for the 3rd position between 3 upper series drivers. Yamakaze with the move up into the battle. This is for the 3rd spot. Friesen right to the back bumper of him, and Yamakaze will take the 3rd position away. Edson back to 4th. Friesen 5th. Dale Cole Jr. trying to tack in 6th. AJ Jones in that 4 going wide all over the place, trying for a move on Peter Onjak. The rest of the grid, they are racing cleanly and green. Now, Austin Johnson trying to hang on over Casey Nanako. We have 2 laps to go at Homestead. Who will win it in the closing laps? Off of turn number 4, Johnson pulls the lead once again. He drove a higher line that time by. It's going to give Nanako more time he has to gain up. Half a second between the 51 and 85. Further back there, it's a dogfight for the 3rd spot. That's Edson, Cole Jr., Yamakaze, Friesen. Dox is now up here. Now you got Larry Hagan, Peter Onjak, AJ Jones, William Duncan fighting at the back as well. Cole Jr. and Yamakaze now. They're going to be 3 wide with Edson. Yamakaze all over the back of Jacob Edson, shoving him down into the turn number 3. Will we see some contact, some spin in there? Yamakaze already dumped someone for a position in the heat, and that is the driver who is looking to win this race, Austin Johnson. Nanico has dropped now half a second behind and losing even more. White flag is in the air for Austin Johnson. This team, he won 2 races last season in the Mountain Dew Custom Series, came up just short of the championship to Jake Galloway. They have said that Austin is a very aggressive driver, spinning Colton Lane at Gateway last season. Now he's coming out of turn number 2. He won his LCQ in a dominant performance over Adam Mitchell. He almost won his heat before Mikey Yamakaze spun him out and took him out and made him race in through the LCQ. Starting 26th today is not the adversity that he wanted to face, but he's going to take it and overcome it. Austin Johnson in the 51. It's been a year since he last drove in the DPDS. It doesn't matter. He wins the Fields 100. Nanico comes home second. Edson, Cole Jr., and Yamakaze, your top 5. Friesen, Dox, Hagan, Onjak, and AJ Jones rounds out the top 10. William Duncan with a P11. Julio Caesar was up front. He falls to 13th. Adam Mitchell comes home P16 after being dumped. Still a great performance. Scott Roush P18 with all that hood damage. Joe Rutkowski at the back, but it's Austin Johnson. The Leech goes on and wins it. An outstanding performance by the 51 team. They did not get this car down for qualifying. They had to rush it through inspection just to get it into its heat, and he went from last, starting 10th in heat number 2, up to the front, almost won the race. Looks like we have the caution lights on. I think someone, William Duncan, ran into the back of someone. We'll take a look at that later. But Austin Johnson, a fantastic performance. He missed qualifying, was the slowest car on track, so he went back to the back of the heat number 2. Fought his way to the race lead very early on. Dumped by Mikey Yamakaze. They had to go to a backup, put him in the LCQ. He drove on and won the race, and now he comes home from 26th to 1st in 40 laps to win the Fields 100. We thank you guys so much for tuning into the Fields 100 here on the NSDCA. It was a fantastic race. Max Anderson blowing up early on gave the lead to Nanico, and Adam Mitchell and Austin Johnson's performance all the way to the front got Austin Johnson in the position to win the race on a late race restart. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Dr. Pepper Dash series and another 8 races coming up with this series. They go live from Speed Week shortly for the duels in the Mountain Dew Custom Series and Crown Royal Truck Series later on this week. We thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time on the NSDCA.